Hi, good evening. Tote Dula here, retired professor and consultant. Let us speak in straight English tonight because I'll be hitting the global audience. Our topic for tonight is that I'll be discussing with you the descendancy beliefs. And one of the beliefs of the descendancy is the theory of the divine revision. The theory goes like this. If a man can change their plan and beliefs the way they want it, God has more leeway to change their plans and beliefs. Otherwise, if you limit the ability of God to change their opinions or desire or beliefs or plans, then He's not God. You are limiting His power. So therefore, I hope religious leaders can agree with me now, Therefore, God can change His plan. Now, because of that, it is possible that the Quran, the Torah, and the Bible can be changed by God through His messengers on earth, right? Now, what do we want to change? For instance, we can revise those provisions in the Torah, in the Bible, and in Quran that hurt other people. Like Antichrist in the Bible, it can be revised. God can revise it if He wants, right? We should not limit the power of God. For instance, the beliefs in Quran that it is okay to hurt the infidels or the non-believers, right? So God may change it. Allah may change it. Because God is so kind and so powerful. Therefore, it is possible that He will change it. So in other words, ladies and gentlemen, we should open our minds that there are some provisions in the Bible and in Quran or in Torah that hurt other people. And it is strongly possible that God may want to change it, to change those provisions. It's now for the leaders of the Muslim world, the Catholics or the Christians, in the Jewish community, to change or tone down the provisions in their scriptures that hurt other people. Otherwise, if you come to realize, we are living in, perhaps we're the only living being in the universe, or perhaps there's a consciousness around the universe that are interconnected. One is on Earth, the other is probably in Star Planet, and connected with God. The consciousness is connected with each other. And so, God is connected with us. But the question is, who will change it? God can't be so open and write down and type down some provisions that cannot be changed. It could be changed through some people, probably the leaders of the church, the leaders of the Muslim world, the leaders of the Christians, probably the Pope, and the leader of the Jewish community. They can change it. Because God cannot change it by Himself. Unless otherwise, He will go down again as a human being, say, just like Jesus Christ. But you know what happened to Jesus Christ when He went down, no? A lot of people do not believe Him. And so, we have to decide among ourselves, among the leaders of the different churches, the Abrahamic churches, probably, and change and study the Quran, the Bible, and the Torah to see some provisions there that are hurting the humanity, that are hurting other people. See? Imagine encouraging terrorists because they will meet 72 virgins in the afterlife. See? Encouraging jihad. It hurts other people. That's why the leaders of the religious sectors have the responsibility to study the theory of the divine revelation. The theory of the divine. The theory of the divine revelation is true. It can be true. It should be true. Because otherwise, if we think that it's not true, then we are limiting the power of God. We are saying, God, you cannot change what you have said already. See? You're playing God. We are playing God. We are limiting His power. So, the theory of the divine revelation must be true. And it should be true. And the only problem is who will do the pencil pushing and change or revise some of the provisions in the Bible, in the Torah, and the Quran that are harmful to other people. See? This could be an awakening for all of us, no? Ordinary people, religious people, politicians, and all that. That God may have like to change some of the provisions in these three major literature, should you say, no? Godly literature. Okay? But He's just waiting for somebody to initiate it. To do some consensus, no? Let's talk. And probably if that happens, this world will be a very peaceful world. We can now concentrate on, the world can concentrate on nutrition, health, welfare, no? Okay? Because there will be lesser wars and conflicts. Okay? Middle East will become very peaceful. That's why God, I think, wanted that way. The theory of the divine revelation. Okay, let's pass the word around. Let's all believe in the descendancy teaching that there is a theory of the divine revelation, and it's true, and it should be true. Otherwise, we are delimiting God. We are limiting the power of God. Because ordinary people can change their minds, can change their plans. Why not God? Does it mean that ordinary people is more flexible or more powerful than God? See the logic? That's why the theory of the divine revelation should be true. And it could be true. And by all means, it must be true. Okay? So, that's all for tonight. That's all for tonight. Okay? If you have some questions or comment, please write it down so we could talk about it. And maybe if you have some suggestions for another topic, let's have some suggestions. Okay? Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.